The standard B2B cold outreach playbook is currently hitting a wall. In the modern enterprise, the digital front door is locked tight. Grant Jones is a SaaS business development manager tasked with selling high-level network security solutions. For months, he followed the traditional script, cold pitching stack audits to operations leaders. The data shows why that script is failing. Grant sent 150 standard sales pitches, receiving 0 replies. This wasn't a failure of his product, but his delivery. Modern security stacks use AI filters and firewalls specifically trained to block incoming sales links as threats. This creates a mathematical certainty of failure. When companies rely on high-friction outreach, they spend massive budgets on messages that never reach a human inbox. Grant pivoted. He moved away from the pitch and deployed a different delivery vehicle through his CRM's engagement engine. He utilized what we call a tactical goodwill icebreaker.
This schematic shows why it works. The email contains exactly 0 hyperlinks and 0 promotional triggers. The message was simple: a plain text, value-first offer of a complimentary family literacy campaign for the prospect's organization. Because the email lacks any traditional threat signatures, it glides past the AI filters and firewalls that typically stop a SaaS rep at the perimeter. The result was a direct hit. The email landed in the primary inbox of Tia Green, the VP of Operations. To penetrate a modern corporate defense, the input must be uncategorizable as a sales attempt. By offering a philanthropic gesture instead of a pitch, Grant bypassed the automated security layer. This bypass is psychological as well as technical. Since the initial contact carried no sales pressure, Tia's executive guard remained down. When Grant followed up with a brief phone call to verify she received the literacy guide, the conversation wasn't a confrontation, it was a professional check-in that sparked her curiosity. Because the initiative provided immediate value, Tia shared it internally, mapping Grant's presence across PR, marketing, sales, and data teams. Using the program as a low-friction bridge, her team saw decreased outreach resistance, which measurably lowered their lead acquisition costs. A single, link-free gesture allowed Grant to establish a presence within the organization that traditional cold calling never could. But Grant's ultimate goal wasn't just to provide a literacy program, it was to solve a network security problem. The goodwill he built converted him from a transactional vendor into a trusted collaborator. Because the friction was gone, the conversation shifted. Tia felt comfortable enough to speak openly. She revealed the company's actual pain points, the hidden tech sprawl, and the specific security vulnerabilities they were struggling to manage. Grant used that specific intelligence to build a solution. Instead of a generic proposal, he presented a custom-fitted network architecture that directly mapped to the vulnerabilities Tia had shared. Genuine trust acts as a tool for intelligence gathering. It provides the accurate data needed to build a solution the client actually wants to buy. Because the proposal was built on the company's self-identified needs, the path to a final decision was significantly shortened. Tia didn't wait for the next budget cycle. She took Grant's custom proposal directly to the board of directors for immediate review. This chart shows the result of that alignment. Grant secured board approval 6 months ahead of the usual budget season, resulting in 180% growth in his year-to-date pipeline. Standard sales campaigns are often just temporary noise. But a tactical goodwill infrastructure creates a permanent path into the most guarded organizations.
Welcome to the future of asset building. This is a strategy that you can trust. Just scan the QR code. Let's build a long-term partnership.